Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy AM with an AM vlog. I'm here with
PM.
Special guests in my vlog. Today what we're going to do is we're going to do a channel update.
Update.
It was like bottle rockets.
It's our update.
Yeah, so we want to give you some information about what AMPM Adventures is. It's something I always wanted to do for a while to kind of give you insight into what we're creating here. If you're watching this, stopping by. We started this channel about 3.5 years ago. The first year we started the channel, but we didn't really upload any videos until about like a year later. And then we started doing it consistently. When I first started the channel, it was just me, but I always wanted to include PM in on all of what I'm doing. And so it was a slow process because PM, do you consider yourself to be like YouTube savvy?
No, I'm just starting though. Like I'm starting to sub more people, but I definitely wasn't in the YouTube game and I didn't know like, what do you do a YouTube channel about? Like I had no idea when Ann was starting this. I'm like, I don't know, but I'm up for it. And I'll try and help you and catch up like as much as I can with this YouTube and all of his big ideas.
Yeah, so when I started the channel, I wanted to kind of do two things. The first thing I wanted to do was create kind of like a video journal of what's happening in my life. And the second thing was that I wanted to use the skills that I had developed when I went to college. I graduated with a digital film degree, so I wanted to be able to implement that back into my life and make sure I am still pretty skilled with all the components of making videos. And so that's why this channel started up. It was just a way for me to keep myself fresh in terms of like those skills that I worked really hard to develop over the years. And when I started the channel, you noticed that it was kind of focused on gaming and unboxing. I really didn't have an idea of like which direction I wanted to go. And then I realized that, you know, what's the coolest thing to do is just like document things that you do every week. I'm always having like a harebrained idea, and so I always like to go out and do a bunch of cool things because my personality wise I'm very adventurous and I'm down for pretty much anything. And I wanted to bring PM into the fold, so it was just a little bit of a process to get her going, and we finally got her. And I'm pretty excited to share with you that right now we have 153 subs, which is pretty cool. And we want to give you a big thank you for being a part of our journey.
Yes, thank you so much. We see each and every one of you. Like we're regularly checking numbers and we see each of your subs. And so we appreciate it. We think you're awesome. And it makes us so happy to see those numbers pop up. Even if it's like one, I'm like, whoa, got one more.
Yeah,
it's exciting. It's a whole announcement.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The journey's been pretty wild. One of our videos, an unboxing video, has almost about 15K views, which is nuts. We have over 50K views. That's 50,000. I didn't think so many people would watch those videos that many times. Hours watched is 1,728 hours, which is pretty crazy. And so like it's just pretty awesome to see the growth of the channel. Been a long road. It took us 2 years to hit 100, and this year we've already hit 53 subs. And it's only halfway through, so we're so excited and we want to be able to hit 200 by the end of the year. And I think we'll be able to do it if we put our minds to it and we keep putting out awesome quality content. I think we'll get there. Our goal is to just double it every time. So in 2022 we want to be able to hit 400. I don't know if we can do it, but we're just going to keep going. If you're a member of the Day and Night Gang and you're a keen-eye viewer, you'll notice that on some of our videos we just added seasons to them. And so just like a TV show, we want to be able to have seasons for all the years that we're making YouTube videos. Our goal has been always to try to do 2 videos a week. Sometimes we can hit it, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we miss a couple weeks here and there. Life gets in the way, and so you just gotta take it one step at a time. And we're not too hard on ourselves if we miss a few things, but we're usually on track of like what things are we want to have consistently. We have video blogs, we have AMPM show. What else do we have?
We eat things.
Oh yeah, we eat things. So we have AMPM in real life, where we go out into the world and we go on these crazy, wacky adventures, as you've seen in the previous stuff. And I feel as a presenter, I've grown a lot. To tell you the truth, I'm not the type of person that likes to be in front of the camera. I'm more behind. I like to like shoot the stuff, edit it, direct. When I started the channel, I really wanted to have PM just to be the star of it, but I knew that I had to be a part of it in some way to kind of carry the load.
Yeah, because I was not, when we started this, also still now, I'm just like not the biggest, I don't know what to look at YouTube and like those examples of like YouTube stars, and so it's taken me a lot of practice to be able to feel comfortable with how I look on camera and talking to the camera, and just kind of trying to be as natural as possible and still cool, but not trying too hard to be cool. Just, yeah, put on a nice video.
Yeah, it's growth. Being a YouTube person is just, it's not easy. You have to be consistent, and I feel like we do that. And I'm proud of some of the videos that we have put out. Our Grand Canyon video was pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. April Fool's videos that I had videos back in the day when I was younger that I recorded some stuff, and so what I do is just re-edit them and then put them up and then share them with you all. See some of the stuff I did before I met PM. And I have like a lot of video content, so like years going forward, you'll see a lot of like old stuff that I shot over the years, and I think it'd be pretty fun to share with you. We're kind of like a variety channel. We haven't found what we're specific we want to like focus on. I know a lot of times people, when they are on YouTube, they want to get like one specific type of content, and that's all they want. But I think, you know, with us, we just want to kind of like do everything. I don't want to be shoeboxed into doing just one type of thing. I want you to be able to see us like do all the things that we like. And I think that makes us more rounded people. Also, we want to be able to just like, you know, if we want to switch up a show and do something completely different, we're free to do so. And so I know that may like stunt our growth, but I feel like for us personally, this is more of like a video journal of like what's happening in our lives, more or less than like a specific type of content that you're gonna get every week.
I have a lot of fun doing it. I think the show has definitely made us go out of our shells, like to go do fun things. Oh, let's go check this out. Oh, let's go eat the same food every week and have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and we also can share with our friends and family, and they can just watch us and see what we're up to and what we're doing, and they know that, you know, we're okay. And I think that helps out. Just makes it a little bit easier to stay in contact with people. Instead of like writing long emails, you just watch one of our videos. And we don't mind sharing our lives with the world. I personally don't mind just being an extrovert.
I'm like 50-50 on the introvert and extrovert scale, like exactly, but I'm also okay with being open sometimes.
We're creating our own little world here on YouTube where there's certain, I guess, like motifs and rules that are being applied. And to get a little bit more in depth into that, as you notice, in all of my videos I wear a red hoodie. That's just kind of like my version of Mr. Rogers, you know how he had that little red sweater on? So instead of having a red sweater, well, I guess it is a sweater, but it's a red. I have a red hoodie instead of a red cardigan. And so it's difficult because right now I'm like sweating because it's pretty warm here in the Pacific Northwest. We just came through a heat wave. It was like, as you saw in our last video, it was like 100 and something degrees, and so wearing a sweater with no fan going is pretty hot. But I do it for you all because that's just part of like the AMPM Adventures. Obviously, when I'm out in real life, you don't see me wearing a sweater. But when I'm doing like things inside the studio or things that are like this, you'll see me wearing a sweater in my unboxing videos and everything. That's just kind of like the motif.
I like that. I'm still trying to find my signature. Sometimes it's lipstick, sometimes it's not, and one of these days I will find it. That's a goal. To have mine.
Yeah, so I'm a bit superstitious, and so I haven't washed this in over 2.5 years. But I don't wear it too often, so I just wear it just for the videos. But the history behind this sweater is one time it was like freezing cold in Portland, and for some reason I didn't have enough layers, and the wind was like blowing so cold, and so I had to like stop by H&M and get a sweater just to stay warm. And so that's where this came from, and then I've just been using it ever since in all these videos. Also, another thing that we want to do in the AMPM Adventures universe is that if you notice, we just refer to each other by our initials. So I'm AM, that's
PM.
Yeah. And how that applies to the Day and Night Gang is that if you show up in one of our videos as part of a comrade in one of our adventures, or we like interview you or whatever, you'll be granted your initials. And based on your appearance, go by numbers after that. So to give you a little bit more example, say like there's a person named Kevin Thomas. We'll call them KT. And once they appear on the AMPM Adventures, member of the Day and Night Gang, gotta be a sub, then you can get your initials. So it'll be KT. But if there's another person that shows up after them, and say his name is Kyle Tucker, another KT, then it'll be KT1. And if there's another person with a KT initials, it'll be KT2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And so if I run across another AM, it'll be AM1, AM2. But we haven't featured too many people on the channel. But yeah, so if you've appeared and I've said your initials, you've already have claim to those. Those are your birthrights.
Yeah, the initials.
Yeah, so that's part of being part of the Day and Night Gang. So if you see us out and about and you want to be able to put your flag in the ground and say I'm whatever, let us know. We'll put you on the video and you can claim those initials. And going forward, that's what you'll be referred to as. Yeah, and so that's pretty much it with our universe building. We'll add more rules as we go along, but those are some of the things that we kind of stick to. If you noticed it. Another thing that I want to do is maybe in season 4, or maybe this year, is to start doing a stream. Where maybe one day a week we start just streaming on YouTube and we can watch old videos with us as we do director commentary. Because there's a lot of behind the scene things that is not shown or that is not included in our videos. And to kind of like discuss those things and our memories to tie to those videos, I think would be kind of cool. And so that's what we're planning to do. I don't know when we're going to do it, but that'll be a new segment that'll be coming to the AMPM Adventures. And so if you want to get more insight into like all the cool stuff we do, all our tech reviews and stuff like that, we'll be started doing it like maybe like once a week or so. And so that's kind of the plan that we have going forward. A lot of big ideas and a lot of big goals that we have going forward. And then ultimately what we want to say is thank you for being part of the Day and Night Gang and subbing to us. We really, really appreciate it. We love all the comments. We love seeing the likes and all the views. It's gratifying, not gonna lie.
Oh, it makes us so happy. We chatted up. Like, we see you. We're like, Andrew, I see we have one more subscriber. Awesome! Like, we get pumped. We have a mini party every time.
We also know other YouTubers and stuff like that, but it's kind of been difficult for us to like collab with them because we're kind of doing this like J. Cole style. And what I mean by that, we're trying to go platinum without any features. And so it's just basically us. But maybe that may change in the future, who knows. We're super excited to see where we go in the next couple of years. And hopefully one day we may be Mr. Beast style with like millions and millions of subscribers, and then we just go on fun, wacky adventures. I think it's a pretty good goal.
That would be ultimate goal.
Yeah, that'd be so sweet. And then we'll come with new shows and new ideas. And so the way I would want you to kind of like view the AMPM Adventures is like we're like a movie studio, and we produce TV shows, we produce movies, we just produce all types of entertainment. And so where the road takes us, we don't know. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you love it.
Yeah.
This is the video blog for this week, and if you love it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to be a member of the Day and Night Gang, hit the subscribe button and let us know what else you want us to see us do, or what we should unbox, or whatever you have on your mind. Questions, send us our way in our comment section. Other than that, we give you peace.